Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props that I like over on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Friday, November the 14th. We got a 9-game slate for Friday night. At the time I'm recording this video on Thursday night, the night before. We have props up for 8 of the 9 games, so we pretty much have the full board, at least in terms of, what's available the night before. Of course, there will be more stuff that gets added on Friday, but good amount of props available right now. I did find 3 early plays that I liked. Taking a first look at the board, we're going to talk through these plays, give some information, some analysis behind why I like them. Now, before we do that, make sure that you guys hit that like button down below if you enjoy these Prizepicks videos. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have a Prizepicks account, go sign up. Use promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and play $5. You'll get $50 worth of free lineups just for signing up and using code NOAH. And then we also do have a partnership with Sleeper, so I do want to give a shout out to Sleeper. If you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can download the Sleeper app, use promo code NOAH over there. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $100, as well as getting a free $20 entry. So a new promotion that Sleeper is doing, they're giving a free $20 entry to all new users. And it's no deposit required, so you get this free entry just for making an account. It's a great way to try out the Sleeper app, pretty much risk-free. You don't even have to put any money in. If you win money off that free entry, then you can start to use that money to try and build up your bankroll over on Sleeper. So highly recommend you guys get over there, download the Sleeper app, and again, make sure that you use that promo code NOAH, so that way you get that deposit bonus and you also get that free $20 entry. But yeah, guys, we got some player props here to talk about for Friday's NBA slate. Now, I do want to recap our plays from our last video, which was for Wednesday. I did not make an NBA video for Thursday. There was only 3 games. There was really not a lot of plays I liked. I didn't even give out any NBA plays on Patreon. It was just a bad slate where I didn't really feel good about anything. So, didn't give out any plays Thursday, but we did give out 3 picks on Wednesday and went 3-0. So hopefully you guys tailed the plays that we gave out Wednesday. Took Lonzo Ball over 24 fantasy score, took Donovan Clingan over 8.5 rebounds, and then we took Amen Thompson over 35.5 fantasy score. Both of those all cashed, relatively sweat-free for the most part. So great way to get a win on Wednesday, going 3-0. Let's see if we can do it again for this Friday slate. So talking through the plays I like for Friday, the first one is going to be an assist prop. We're going to go to the Knicks and Heat game, and I like Mikal Bridges for less than 5.5 assists. So the reason we're seeing a higher assist line on Mikal Bridges today is because Jalen Brunson is out. If you look at Bridges' last 5 games, it doesn't mean anything, but for what it's worth, he has gone under this now in 5 straight games. But again, doesn't mean anything. Jalen Brunson's out today, so that is why you're seeing a higher line Brunson is out, so that's why you're seeing a higher line on Bridges. But I think this line's a little bit too high, because if you look, last season, Mikal Bridges played 16 games without Jalen Brunson. He went under this line in 11 out of those 16 games. If you look at his assist rate last year, Mikal Bridges, in terms of his assist percentage, last season Mikal Bridges had a 13.8% assist percentage. When you take Jalen Brunson off the floor, that his assist percentage only went up about 4%. He has a 17.2% assist percentage in the minutes that he played without Jalen Brunson last season. If you look at his assist rate so far this season, it's at 20.8%, 308-minute sample. If you look at the minutes he's played without Jalen Brunson, it's obviously a small sample because we're not very deep into the season. But Mikal Bridges has played 72 minutes without Jalen Brunson this year. His assist percentage is 20.4%, so pretty much no difference. I mean, on the whole season, he's at 20.8%. Without Brunson, he's at 20.4%. His assist numbers have not seen like a huge spike in the games he's played without Jalen Brunson. And if you think about this Knicks team, they still have point guards. They have guys that can handle the ball. They have Miles McBride, who's probably going to start in place of Jalen Brunson. They have Jordan Clarkson, who they picked up this offseason, who's a guy that can facilitate. He can handle the ball. They also have Tyler Kolek. I think Kolek, he really hasn't been playing a lot of minutes lately, but I think without, or it looks like I think he was in the G League actually, but they did recall him because of I think he probably gets called back up here. He did play in their last game, and I think there's a pretty good chance you'll see Tyler Kolek in the rotation. He's another guy that can handle the ball. So there's enough facilitators for this Knicks team that I don't think we're going to see Mikal Bridges just go out there and be handling the ball a ton, racking up a bunch of assists. He's historically not been like a big assist guy in his career. Like I want to say for his career, he's averaged like 2 to 3 assists per game. I want to actually take a look at that real quick. So this season, Mikal Bridges, he's averaging about 5 assists per game, but he's been doing that on only 7 potential assists per game. It's not really like he's had a bunch of potentials. He's just been running really hot, converting a lot of his potential assists. Again, averaging about 5 assists on 7 potentials. But for his career, like he's been a guy that's averaged, 4.9, 3.7, 3.6, 3.3, 2.3, 2.1. Like he's historically been like a 2 to 3 assists per game guy. Even if you take Brunson off the floor, I think he's more like a 4 to maybe 5 assists per game type of guy in the minutes he plays without Brunson. But needing 6 assists here, I think is a little bit steep. I think more times than not, Bridges goes, even without Brunson, he goes out there and gets less than 6 assists. So I like that as our first prop for Friday night. We're going to take Mikal Bridges less than 5.5 assists. Next prop I like, or next 2 props I like, are both going to be points and rebounds, or points plus rebounds props. So we're going to take a look at the Lakers game. I like DeAndre Ayton for more than 22.5 points plus rebounds. Now, I was liking DeAndre Ayton over 13.5 points. I actually preferred that over his points plus rebounds, but Prizepicks took his points prop off the board. They don't have a 13.5 points prop anymore for Ayton. They just have 12.5 point Goblin or 14.5 Demon, and I'm not going to play the Demons and Goblins. So the 22.5 points plus rebounds, I think, is still a pretty good play here. I think it's a really good matchup overall for DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton's actually been pretty solid this year. He's had some down games. Like he had a really bad game last game against OKC. He's had some bad games lately. Against Charlotte, definitely would have expected him to do better against Charlotte, but I also believe that game was a blowout, and he didn't play full minutes, if I remember. Or no, I'm thinking of something else. He played, in that game, he did play 33 minutes, so that game was a normal game. But like the Atlanta game, he only played 20 minutes against Atlanta. That was a blowout. They lost by 20. Last game, he played 26 minutes against OKC. That was a blowout. But the games that have been competitive, we've typically seen Ayton play 30-plus minutes. Now, this game does have a 10.5 point spread going up against the Pelicans. The Pelicans are obviously a terrible team. They're like one of the worst teams in the NBA. There is a chance that this game does turn into a blowout, but I think it's one of these spots where if it is a blowout, I think the most likely scenario is that the Lakers are putting up a ton of points, and that's the reason it's a blowout. So I could definitely still see Ayton, going over this line even in a blowout scenario. And like I said, the matchup's really good for DeAndre Ayton here. The Pelicans are a team that have historically given up a lot of points to centers, a lot of rebounds to centers. Last year, I think the Pelicans were top 5 in points allowed to centers. I think they gave up the most rebounds to centers last year. So far this season, they've been terrible on the glass once again. And in terms of rebounds allowed per game to centers, the Pelicans, once again, giving up a ton of rebounds, second most per game to centers. So it's a matchup where DeAndre Ayton should have success scoring the ball. Obviously, without Zion, this Pelicans defense is just not that good. It's going to be a combination of Kevon Looney, Derek Queen, Yves Missi. Like those are going to be the guys that are guarding Ayton, and Ayton's in a spot where he can definitely win those matchups. And then obviously on the glass, the Pelicans have been terrible. Ayton's historically been a really good rebounder in his career. He's averaging over 15 rebound chances per game this season, averaging over 8 rebounds per game. This definitely feels like a spot where Ayton could have like 20 and 10, and I would not be surprised. So 22.5 points plus rebounds. I do like the over on that prop for DeAndre Ayton. Again, I also liked his over on points, 13.5, but like I said, that Prizepicks took that off the board. So we're gonna position ourselves. We're gonna pivot to points plus rebounds, 22.5. I like that as a kind of alternative to his points prop that again is no longer available. And then the last prop that I like is on the Hornets side, Hornets game, Hornets Bucks, and we're gonna take a look at Musa Diabate. I think I said his name right. Points plus rebounds, 15.5, and I also like the over here on Diabate. So Diabate should be getting the start tonight at center for the Hornets because Ryan Kalkbrenner, I think I said his last name right. Ryan Kalkbrenner is out for this game for personal reasons. I think he just had a child. He was actually questionable for personal reasons last game and wound up playing. Looks like he's going to be out for this game though. So with Kalkbrenner out, we're going to see Musa Diabate start at center, and then you'll probably see Mason Plumlee get the backup center minutes. The Hornets might play some small ball where maybe they use like Maybe Miles Bridges gets some minutes at the 5. Maybe they play T. John, or no, they won't play T. John Salon. I think he might be in the G League right now. But yeah, Miles Bridges might get some minutes at center. But for the most part, we should see close to a 48 minute split at center between Diabate and Mason Plumlee. And I think the most likely scenario is that Diabate plays like 26 to 28 minutes, and then Plumlee gets like 18 to 20. And then again, maybe you see a couple minutes of some small ball lineups. But Diabate's minutes should be pretty secure here with Kalkbrenner out. Diabate's already been playing pretty good minutes this season off the bench. I mean, he's averaging just over 21 minutes per game. He's averaged about 17 and a half PR in 21 minutes. Now, this matchup against the Bucks, especially with Giannis back, is not as good. Like last game, they faced the Bucks and Diabate was pretty good. He had 7 points and 13 rebounds in 23 minutes. But that game was without Giannis. So with Giannis playing, he's expected to play. The matchup is not as good here for Diabate, but I just think the minutes are going to be there. I mean, he's probably going to play close to 30 minutes. There's even a chance if this game's a blowout, which this game does have a 10.5 point spread, there's a chance if it's a blowout that Diabate could still play in a blowout, because I don't know if they want to play Mason Plumlee. I mean, Mason Plumlee is a veteran. He's an old guy. Like, typically you don't see old guys play in blowouts. Typically in blowouts, it's the younger guys that get the minutes. So I could see Diabate even getting minutes in a blowout here. I do worry about if he guards Giannis, like that could bring some foul trouble risk, but I think they'll probably put Diabate on Miles Turner, and then Miles Bridges will probably get tasked with guarding Giannis. If I had to guess, I'm not 100% sure on that. That's just a guess. But Diabate's been a productive player when he's gotten minutes this season. Again, he's averaging about 17.5 points plus rebounds in only 21 minutes per game. This is a spot where we should expect his minutes to go up with Ryan Kalkbrenner out. He's not a guy that scores the ball a ton, but he's been scoring the ball decently this year, averaging almost 10 points per game. He has been a really good rebounder, though, throughout his career. Was really good. He's been really good on the glass so far this year, averaging 15.3 rebound chances per game. That's the most on the team. So he's leading the team in rebound chances per game while only averaging, again, like 21 minutes per game. And last season, Diabate, he did start, I think, 7 games last year. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He started 8 games last year. He went over this line in 5 of the 8 games that he started last season. And 2 of the games he went under. One game he went under. He only played 7 minutes. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe just got injured or something. And then there was one game where he did play 22 minutes and went under. He did play 31 minutes against Milwaukee last year and went under this line. Had 0 points and 11 rebounds. So like all his production came from rebounds. But again, when he's gotten minutes, he's been productive. The games where he played decent minutes as a starter last year, 27 minutes, 31 PR. 31 minutes, 11 PR. That was the game, against Milwaukee last year. But then 32 minutes, 17 PR, 33 minutes, 24 PR, 37 minutes, 31 PR, 37 minutes, 17 PR. Like, if you're going to give me 25 to 30 minutes from Diabate, I think he's got a pretty good chance at 16 PR. So yeah, that's what I like, guys, is our 3 props here for this Friday NBA slate. We're going to take Mikal Bridges for less than 5.5 assists. We're going to take DeAndre Ayton for more than 22.5 points plus rebounds. And we're going to take Moussa Diabate for more than 15.5 points plus rebounds. So that's what I got for this slate. Let's try and go 3-0 once again here, guys. We went 3-0 on Wednesday. Let's run it back. Let's go 3-0 again on this Friday slate. As always, guys, do appreciate you watching these Prizepicks videos. Appreciate your support. Make sure you guys hit that like button before you do get out of here. Hit that subscribe button as well. And yeah, guys, let's cash out tonight. Let's make some money. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.